every time. It surprises me. I start talking to hear myself and I panic. So I got these off to the side. I just need a drink. It's so hot down here. So, on today's docket is to get this axe throwing target done. I have an end of summer party coming up next week, and as part of it, I always have an event of axe throwing because that's fun, and it's better to do when you're inebriated and other people are inebriated and they're scared of hitting you with an axe, but they can't hit a target, so you're safe as long as you're not throwing it at the place where everybody's hanging out. It's fine. It's not a problem at all. So I cut these earlier. These are wet as all get out, but that's fine. Not important. Yeah, how you doing, Sugi? You're right. 100%. That is the equation to success. So these are wet as all get out. These should be 2x10s, but Home Depot, which I went to instead of Lowe's, I'm just kind of being lazy, doesn't stock 8-foot 2x12s anymore, and I didn't want to wait for somebody to cut them. So these are 2x10s. It's fine. They'll miss anyway, and I'm going to try something new with the target zone anyway, just to give people some more chances to hit stuff. So these, I don't have all of these in frame. It just looks like the table now. Where is the start here? Oh, I don't think you'd make these out of anything but pine. It's more the dimensions, because you're gonna knock into these, and if you have a hardwood, it's gonna splinter. So I have, okay, it's showing about 1.5 feet. No, about 16 inches of the boards. These are 4-foot boards. I've cut them down too. So I found some of the nicest ones that I could there, and they're going to go together. So first part is just figuring out what orientation to have them all in. So I don't want to zoom out too much because I don't want to get too much of the sides. And honestly, it is just wood. And the interesting part will be done mostly here anyway. I want this to, I kind of want to work on the back. So this one has a big knot going through it up here. So that's going to be fun for people to hit, big old pitch pocket. In general, knots aren't terrible. They get knocked out, but this, I can tell you right now, where this board is going to split like crazy. So you don't want this one as the center, because it's going to split off of this knot up. It's probably not going to go the other ways, just because this is where a tree was growing out of, and it was, yeah, it's growing up that way, out of the board. This knot is probably fine. It's going to be hard to get through, but this one's fine. It's probably not going to split anything. This one's not going to split anything. And then there's one at the very bottom that'll split like crazy. So to minimize this, I think this one should be on the outside and should be flipped. So this one at the bottom, it's fine, but it is in a position that most people are not going to hit. And this other one is at a, most people, when they miss low. They don't miss high. So this is really up at the end of the board. So I'm going to put this one here because this probably won't get hit at all. This, if it was oriented that way, would end up getting hit because of how big it is. So it's going to get hit anyway, so I'm going to put it at the bottom where you're going to have misses, but it's not going to impact scoring too much. And what side is better? So this still has a lot of mill marks on it. That doesn't matter. I'm just looking for cup or anything. So this edge is a little flippy floppy, and that looks like it just has some peel up on it. So that's going to go on the inside. So we want this to be on the inside, and yeah, I want this to be the side. Oh, that's annoying. So actually, if this is on the very outside on the back, that's fine. Okay. So this will be the side that faces us. So I'm going to put an F for facing side here. That show up. There we go. F for facing. God, I can't see that. Second board, middle board. This one might end up middle board. We'll see. Actually, this one has so few knots. And the knots that it has are not likely to be splitter knots. Like this knot has a potential for splitting because this is just a stick in there. If I had to hit it hard enough from this side, just a stick would pop out. But it would only split up that way and up that way. This one, potential, but so small it's probably fine. On the bottom of the board, knot splitters, a little bit of chewed up here, so probably want that facing the back. And then we have knot up here, not down there. So this, to keep that part to the back, we're going to flip it so those knots go to the bottom where they don't matter as much. And the top is pretty clear. Because those knots were enough that they were kind of they'd be above where the bullseye was. So they were center lines, so people are going to be more likely to hit them. If it was way up here, I'd keep it. But because it was closer to like here, camera, can you see my finger? Yes. Because it is closer to here, I'm going to have that be at the foot. So and that's probably going to end up being the alignment here. The third board, let's get this puppy out here, is probably the best of them. Has one splitter knot right there, check's going down. And this one's probably not a splitter knot. And at the top, there's a little knot, but I hardly count that. The back side has a lot of peel to it, which like just doesn't feel great, but it's probably fine. There's a couple more knots exposed, but oh, here we go. So this side of the board is chewed up here a little bit already. So we could flap that to the back. And there we go. So all the chewed up parts are towards the back. So the fun part of this is that we're going to flip this all over eventually, because this is the front. These are all the faces. Face, 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 and T for top. T for top. T for top. And my brain is just breaking as I'm figuring out, because I can't flip these like this because that ruins the alignment. So they would go up and over, right? Because if they were all together, they would do that. Yeah. Okay. So 1, 1, 2, and 3. These boards are about as narrow as my bench. Actually, they're wider. These 3 combined are wider than my bench. My bench is actually only 24 wide, which is fine. Honestly, more than enough. All right. But I don't have to worry about knots. Yeah, like, especially with furniture, like, I think they're kind of nice. I mean, they're an issue when you're doing finishing and stuff like that, because they'll leak pitch and stuff like that over time. Here, it's just, it just helps make it a little bit nicer to use, because I really don't want to have to Frankenstein together a target midway through. So, this is now the back. So, the way that I do these, and I'm looking at my scrap pile here, so I should have a piece of scrap steel somewhere, is what I do to keep these together is I've tried many different things over the years, like putting dowels through them, which worked great, nailing them, which worked okay, stuff like that. The most consistent thing that I found to making these targets is just to get a thin piece of sheet steel and just screw it between the 2 plates, or the 2 boards. It gives it some flex when you're moving it. That's kind of the issue with the dowels and also with nails, is that sometimes they'll bend and pop and get out of alignment, whereas these, they just have a big old plate there, and it's flat enough that it keeps it all together and doesn't like bounce up against the back. Because the way that I hang these up, I'm just moving away from my camera, so that's why I'm sleepy, is I have some brackets that go over that will go over the top of this, like to the back of this, the back. They'll be screwed onto here, and they go over the back of the A-frame that I have outside. So I literally just lift them up and off. So I didn't take those off because I was getting eaten by mosquitoes cutting this up. We have so many mosquitoes this year, and I don't know where they all came from. I had to put on a hoodie to do the cutting, and that was not fun to do, to cut with a handsaw in 85-degree heat and humidity. So I'm just looking for metal. Also, I should probably get my screws. I'm hitting that point of party prep where I'm just like so low on time because I'm a fool and didn't do any of this stuff earlier. That I'm just like, I just need to get this done. I feel like my sheet steel pile moved. Not that I had a huge sheet steel pile. This is also the stream where I will be using power tools, because this is not something this is something I plan to break, and it's not a bespoke thing. So I apologize for that sound. I'm just looking for the sheet steel. See, this is why you never clean up your shop. Clean it up, you move stuff. I mean, you should put a finish on a project, man. It makes it look like $1 million. It feels nice, too. I love shellac. Like, as a finish, I think for most applications, shellac is, like, primo. Because shellac is so easy. You can get the stuff that's pre-mixed, and that's totally fine. It works fine. I have some. But, like, I just have flakes of it, and I just dilute it in alcohol, and it's perfect. It's great. I have 3 or 4 things in here that are with that, and it's beautiful. It's durable enough. It's not too slick. It makes dusting off of it nice. Where the heck? Sheet steel. The other thing is I think it might be in stuff, and I don't want to just put my hand into those places where I think it might be, because I don't want to get mangled by sharpened sheet steel. There's one other place it could be in. It's not inside, which is annoying. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay. I don't know why it was with my AV equipment. It's definitely not AV equipment, but whatever. Now, my tin snips, let's see if I put them back. I did. Perfect. So I just use, for the last 3 years, I've just used this plate I found. And the parts don't have to be particularly big. Heavy tie strap. Yeah, I mean, that would be a way to do it. So I'm just looking at here. You don't really need too much. It just needs to be able to go over with enough overlap to hold them. And it's better for it to be long and narrow than to be wide, because you really don't want to give it a lot to bend. You just want it to have the ability to. So I'm just going to tin snip these here. Snippy, snippy. And now, spready, spready. No cutty, cutty, please. Don't want tetanus, tetanus. And this is specifically steel that is not galvanized. If it was galvanized, it wouldn't be rusty. But sometimes, this I actually bought for fixing my grill outside. And what had happened was the plate that it came with, like the grill plate that allows ventilation and stuff like that, started to rust through and have holes in it, because I, as a fool, would throw water in it to turn it to, like, get the fire out instead of just letting it go naturally, and that accelerates it a lot. So I bought this plate initially, and let me just get a file here, to cut into shape for that and make a replacement to fit into that tray. And it's still holding. So I just took it, I just marked a bunch of holes, put the holes, and it's been holding. So this plate is left over that. And the reason why it's not galvanized is if it was galvanized, a magnet, a neodymium magnet. If it was galvanized, it would let off zinc fumes when I would cook for at least the first time. And if you're not careful, you can get zinc poisoning, because breathing in zinc is bad for your lungs. So it was just to avoid that. So this is just me being a little extra cautious so I don't get a metal splinter or a burr doesn't get me. So I'm just giving it a little file. I'm not actually going for any surface finish here, just to protect me from myself. I'm sure that sounds great. Okay, that one's perfect. So, probably need 4 of these or so. And then I'll worry about straightening them out. 1. Also, I think when you work with enough metal stuff, it just becomes magnetized at some point. I got a little wrap around here. That's fine. We can probably just pop that off. You like the zinc fume? I like the poisoning. I get to go meet all the nice nurses. They're so chill about it. So I'm just trying to cut off this extra here. There we go. Into the trash. Not on the floor, please. Perfect. I was looking at that hoping it didn't end up on the floor, because if it ended up on the floor, I would definitely step on it. That's why I came here to, like, use the bathroom or something. Oh, God, no wonder it's not my door closed. It's also why I don't just stream as much in the summer. Like, this is... I had to turn off the dehumidifier, but... Whew, it's toasty down here. It's also toasty upstairs in my office, which is great. I realized I was getting heat sick up there recently, which sucks, but I just have to remember to turn on the air when I get home. There we go. That should be good enough. 2. Because these are just going to go pop, 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 pop. 2. Because lifetime. Yeah, I get it, but, there's more fun ways, like different types of poison. Zinc fume poison is just kind of like miserable. I was talking with my wife earlier, because some websites have been putting up just like lists. Oh my God, I'm just doing this terribly now. Jesus. Just making a plate of metal that cuts your hand. A list of teams that college football teams have played over the years, of like unusual teams. And one of the entries was for the University of Maryland, where they played the Army's Chemical Warfare Training School in like 1918. And they lost. And the first question my wife had was, well, did they use chemical warfare? Then I had to explain that to her, and she fell asleep a little bit. That's fine. They didn't. Turns out you can just kind of play whoever in college. College football's wild. Like, I'm used to like Penn State and stuff like that, sort of, but where I'm from, we have a pro team. Yeah, this is probably fine. I'm just feeling for burrs. That's fine. And as you can see, we're not going for like perfection. Yeah. We're going for good enough. Also, tin snips work better on bigger pieces because they can fold more as you cut. These smaller pieces don't have as much deflection. I almost ripped my hand open there. I touched the spiky bits. Just felt the disaster. I felt the ER visit. Holy jeez. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. I used to play 40K. I played Dark Eldar as my first army. The Dark Elf equivalent, which, very edgy of young me. But part of their kits were just actual spiky bits of plastic. But they were spiky enough that they would get lodged in your fingers when you slipped sometimes. So there's one that I had, and I felt so proud of getting it together that it stuck into my hand. And got a little blood on it that I just clear coated the blood on there. And it was like, yeah, it's super edgy. That was also the hobby where I would just cut into my hands all the time because I was bad at holding razor blades. But, you know, you live and learn. Also, I do stuff away from me now. I remember the first one I got, and I was like, I swore I needed stitches for it. I was trying to get a, do I have a mini here? Do I have a miniature? Come on. Do I call myself a wargamer and not have a random miniature in the basement? Well, we're going to use this Mint Phantom figure as a example piece here. There we go. I was trying to get the model off the base, so I was holding it like this oh so carefully and rubbing a razor blade underneath of its feet to try to get it to go through. And it cut through, and then it lodged directly into the middle of my finger. And didn't even hurt. Just annoyed. Really gives you an appreciation for sharp razor blades. Because this type of stuff, these rough stuff, this stuff hurts a lot. Razor blades, it's the reason why wrestlers use razor blades to blade, because it's getting cut by that stuff is easy, painless. Getting cut by like an old knife, terrible. It's basically a chainsaw. This one just has some pretty wicked burrs on that one side. All right, you're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, perfect. So I have my 4 pieces here. Are they great? No. Does this look like something an orc would make? Yes. But, you know, at least they'd be making something. So that's cool. I appreciate that. All right. Just trying to make sure these stay together here. Because the next step is to just drill the piss out of these things. Do I have any shorter screws? I think I picked up 1.5 inches, and I really would like to use inchers. I have them. And I really want to have self-tapping, so I don't have to worry about re-drilling. 2.5. I don't want to drill pilot holes in that, because if it catches, it spins that sheet. That's actually why I have a drill press holder. Is from a piece of sheet steel that I was doing this sort of thing with, and it this is stupid, but I'll use these. It caught as it was going, and it spun around, and once again, I felt the ER visit. It got me a little bit, but it was like the piece of sheet steel just spun around on that, and that was... Cut your finger that way with tin snips? Or in what way? How'd you cut your finger? We're going a mile a minute, I'm sorry. Oh wow, it's too many. These are cabinet screws. These are for cabinets. An axe target, not a cabinet. But I think they'll work. I think these are yellow top. Oh, we get to play the fun game, find the star head. Find the star head attachment. All right. I'm playing the most fun game I could think of. Find the star head. I had the green one. I don't think these are green. I think these are yellow. Yeah. Or red. What color are you? What year is it? Who am I? I know. The old impact driver. It's the only thing that will just like plow through this. I would prefer to do it the old-fashioned way, but I care about my time. Where the heck did I put that adapter? All right. Otherwise, we're gonna have to ersatz it. If we ersatz it, it's gonna look real stupid. We're getting closer to ersatz because I want to get this done tonight. All right. There's like one more place it could be. Otherwise, we're going into the big old thing of bits and seeing what we find. Just jamming whatever fits. All right, we're going to the big old thing of bits, jamming whatever fits. Oh, I got some reds. Wait, are these reds? Oh, sweet, they're reds. And they were where they're supposed to be. Why don't I not look where they're supposed to be? I'm boosted. All right. So these should have enough of a cutting head on them right here. I don't know if you can really see that much. Well, go away. I don't know if you can see it that much there, but there's a bit of a cutting head on these self-tappers. So we're going to try here and just plow through it. These are inch long, so these shouldn't head through. Oh no, I'm going to have to pile these. No, the self-tap on them isn't good enough. All right. Boo. 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 Boo earns. Yeah, this is too much. It's actual steel and not like aluminum, and it's like 22 gauge. It's also a higher weight. It's also a higher gauge than it realistically needs to be, but it's what I bought. And that was $20 like 3 years ago. So we're going to use you and just try to keep our hands out of the way. Yeah, this should be good enough. Doing just keep our hands out of the way. And I guess not put them directly over the holes. Oh, the other part I hate about this is then it just makes more metal dust or metal. See, there we go. Oh god, it wasn't even on camera. There you go. This is how you get hurt. Also, I didn't actually go all the way through. Come on. Come on, other drill. Hold the drill. Okay, perfect. Part 2. Just go normal. Just be normal. Can't you be normal? Once again, drill press, way safer for this. All on the floor. Perfect. Okay, punched all the way through. Oh yeah, I have an awl. I have many awls. You think I would have moved them after like the 3rd time it knocked them? God, I'm so dumb. Like I do have like a what do you call it? A punch. That's what they're called. They're called punches. Somewhere here. Nope, there's my sharpening plate. I do have a punch. Like pop. There we go. Come on, give me my metal. Thank you. If I just use the other drill as a 3rd hand, this should be fine. All right, 1. All right, perfect. I also don't want to like blow out this drill bit. Yeah, yeah. Also, it's pretty late for me. It's for streaming, so I'm an old man now. I say as I stay up till 2 in the morning doing absolutely nothing. But the decision part of my brain turns off around 9:30ish. So I'm just giving it even pressure and just not too much. I don't want to blow through it. I don't want to burn up the bit. I don't want to create a spinning death machine. I don't want to throw any of these metal chips into the sky and my eye or into my fingers. I'm going to have to use the vacuum. Oh, I already hate all these chips. I also just hate that I'm going into the back of this, but that's fine. Let's see if we can make the most dangerous thing I can imagine. 2 of them. Okay. Does this save us time or just make it more dangerous for no gain? I have a feeling it's a second one. Oh, I was wondering, I was looking at the feed and I'm wondering, like, what's that extra light coming from? And this drill has a light on it, which blows out the picture. Oh. Look, they're not using their stuff. It's yours now for a bargain. I wish I could wake up early enough for those. I'm sleepy. Also, tomorrow my wife has work, so it's me and the kiddo. We have a birthday party to go to. Yay, birthday party. It'll be fun. It's at a park with some, people I went to high school with. I was talking to one of my friends recently who was like, I don't talk to any of my high school friends. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that tracks. I guess you don't like high school, but just an alien concept. But everybody has different lives. There we go. Oh, see, it did the spin. It did the death spin. That was moderately dangerous. But I was away from it. I'm fine. I'm safe. Somebody update Twitter. I'm safe. Mark safe from spinning blades of death of my own creation. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you've been hitting some sales recently. I'm at the point where I'm just having a hard time taking care of the stuff that I have. This is... I feel like I am saving time, but this is just... It feels stupid. I almost pulled the trigger to try to get these out. And that would have been even dumber. Oh, man. Oh, man. I was like, one little trigger won't hurt. Oh, well, I mean... Yeah. I mean, you would if you could, right? You would if you could. Probably. Maybe. Alright. That should be all the drilling we need to do. God, the metal got hot. Alright, hopefully this drill bit isn't burned up. I do like this drill bit set. But drill bits are consumable, so... Thank you, drill. I do wish that it didn't have the light now, because I realize it just blows out the camera. Another reason why power tools are inferior. Although I'm going to use a vacuum. That is the only power tool that I will never say is inferior. If you don't have a vacuum, you just got to suck it up yourself, and I don't want to suck up metal shavings. I'm not a gremlin. All right, I do apologize for the sound. Turn down volumes if you need to. If I plug it in. Turns out it needs to be plugged in to do the thing. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. There we go, just making sure that I have the least chance to just put bits of metal under my skin. Lord knows I will. Not a smart man. How did I turn off a light? Oh, I see what I did. I'm at fault. I unplugged the light to plug in the vacuum. I see. I see. I'm the problem, you say. There we go. Do you need to go? Yeah, you can go on the charger. All right. So now we're going to give this a try. And we're going to roughly place these. Okay, sound was good. Oh, the light on your Makita died? Huh. I mean, I don't feel like those lights are super useful anyway. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. How do I hold you down while doing this? Do I just like knock a nail into you? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna knock. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Nails, help me. Help me, I'm a scared little coward who doesn't want to get cut. And hammer. Okay, I don't have my actual... Where's my actual hammer? I have this little driller hammer. Ah, alright. Perfect. Not perfect. Wrong direction. It's too late now. That lives there like that now. Yeah, I never got that. I mean, I like tattoos. I don't have any. My wife has a tattoo. She has exactly one, and it was the first piece of jewelry I ever bought her. Not necessarily because it was sweet, just because she wanted a tattoo and didn't know what else to get. Either way, I'm happy to be there. And, so when I did that, these really squished together and these pulled apart. So, I am going to get these together on this side here, and then I'm going to squish the boards together. So, this will be the top, and the top is more important holding it than the bottom, so we're going to get the better pieces up top. And we're going to take our nail here, and our nail's going to stop us from absolutely blasting ourselves. Perfect. And now we drill. Well, we impact. And yeah, these nails do go into the, whole target, but it is okay if an axe hits them because I don't care. It is totally fine. Because the axes are going to hit the ground a lot. I've had people overthrow the target by like 40 feet and like yeet it into a driveway and stuff. Like, half-inch screws would be better, but I don't have those because there's really actually not a lot of use I get out of half-inch screws. I've thought about it, but like anything that's a half-inch, I don't want to... Anything that would use a half-inch screw, I don't want to use screws with. I just want to use like regular joinery with that. So what I'm getting is just a pipe clamp. Pipe clamp. Excuse me. Just to get to the bottom of here and squeeze these together. I've also glued these, which does help, but the glue is kind of extra when it comes to this because you also, if you do glue, you have to join the surface because there's obviously gaps here, but you have to join the surface, and that's a pain in the butt to have to do for 2x4s for something you're just gonna like break. So I don't bother with gluing them just because it doesn't feel like a good use of time. Good use of glue. Glue is very cheap, but I don't feel it's a great use of time. All right, we're back into drilling. I don't know if this... Okay, you can see a little bit. And this is like 80%, 70% of it. The next part is just the marking out the target. And I always have to bring up the dimensions on my phone because I forget. Usually it's a circle, but I'm going to do an oval. Like something a little more oblong, just so that there's more points. And I might change up the point system. We've used the 135, which is fine, but it really, those threes hit hard. So I was thinking of maybe going to like a, I don't know, 1, 2, 4, something like that. Just something to make it a little closer. And you can go here. All right. Oh, Nail, you've been so cool to me. Thank you. Thank you, Nail. You were very helpful. Remembering all the good times we had on this project. Look when I absolutely knocked all those nails into next Sunday. Oh, nope, nail came out. All right, this feels dumb. This feels dumb. There we go. Still feels dumb. Ah, I hit the nail in too much. Dang it. Dang it. I mean, I guess a pair of snips is like a pair of pliers. All right, we're just going to use these to... There we go. All right, use is done. Thank you. Oh, you didn't land on the floor, did you? Oh, I hope not. All right, well, I got to check that later. Some just stuff I never had to worry about. But, like, now that I have a child, like, sometimes they're just going to go places, and I have to, like, make sure they don't get hurt. I mean, I don't want them to get hurt, but, you know, it's not just a want now. Now it's like a legal responsibility. A lot of stuff of being an adult is just liking something so much that you want to get the government involved in some weird way. I really like you. Government, give me a piece of paper that says we're together. Also, I guess tax benefits, sort of. Government, I really like living here. I wanna own it. Why don't you note it down so that other people don't come and take it? Or if they do, they give me money. Hopefully. If it all goes right. Alright, so that is most of the screws. Did only 2 of them fall on the ground? I'm going to be finding these for years. Oh, no. That didn't get on the shelf. Oh, that's an actual fail. Alright, well, you'll be disappointed about that later. So, now that they are together, they will lie flat enough that I can put the bracket on no problem. Tin snips. Citizen tin snips. Where do I put you? Is it here? Here? Yeah, it's there. Yeah, take that water bottle. How dare you be elevated. There we go. All right. Go to the side. Yeah. Because kids will find any imperfection. They just love finding imperfections or stuff out of place. You know, it's their pattern finding recognition, which is good for their development, except when it's bad for their development. Or bad for their safety. There we go. I found this thing on the ground. I better taste test it for some weird reason because I'm a child. So, as you see, these are now together. They wobble. But that's fine. Because there's going to be a big backer behind this. They're going to be laying against a backboard. So they don't need to be super strong. If I really wanted to, you can always do like a lap across. And I've done that as well, where I put stuff at the top. Honestly, with what I do to help stabilize it, is the brackets usually go over, you can't really see it, but they go on the, because I'm going to have to put this down anyway, over here. Oh, come on, you're heavy now. Over the top of here. So one screw goes here, one screw goes here. And that helps keep them together. So now we just got to get it over without me knocking over the camera setup. Can we do it? All right, successful dismount. Now can we remount without scratching the crap out of my already scratched up workbench? I have a feeling the answer to that one is no. All right. I feel like the answer to that was maybe. All right, so I do actually have some bowing where it's shielded out, but the people that will be throwing won't know the difference. So that's fine. So I think this was the orientation. Yes, top, front. That's why we mark stuff. That's why we mark stuff, because our brain won't remember. Front, top, perfect, okay. So my handy dandy tape measure says 4 feet, so 24 is the midpoint. And that's just like, there we go. And then each of these are 9.5. So 9, 18, 27, 28, 28 and a half. Half of 28 and a half is 14 and a quarter. 14 and a quarter, yep, okay, just about perfect. So, nominal, it's not going to be actually right, but close enough for axes. I don't know why I had like a crisis there figuring out an eighth versus a quarter. An eighth of an inch is always bigger than you think it is, especially once you start working in it. I'm just looking for a straight edge to mark. Because this is going to get a coat of paint. All right, so we have the center point there. And I'm going to Google on my phone what the measurements of the target is. At least for the center one, because I build from the inside out. Okay, 7. So it goes 7, 17, 27. Okay. Okay. So that would be 3.5 from each. Actually, this is what I can do. This is a compass. It doesn't find directions, but it does find what I need. So 7 is 3.5. Half of it is 3.5. The radius, close enough for government work. Oh my God, I'm so tired of government work. Bro, my job is killing me. It's like, hey, do you want to work at a factory where you make people sad? Yeah, go ahead. Do some of those people deserve to be sad? Probably. Do most of those people deserve to be sad? No. Oh. It's a living. It is indeed a living. Alright, so this is just making a good old circle. That makes a 7-inch in diameter circle. I'm so used to radiuses, because Foxhole does most of their stuff in radiuses. Also, it's a game, so it's a 3 dimensions, so everything's hemispherical and not actually a circle. And when you're working in hemispheres, it goes up. Also, D&D is kind of like that. I can't do that for 17 because I do not have a big enough compass. So we can measure it just to kind of get... So it was 17. Half of 17 would be 8 and 8 is 16. 8.5. Excuse me, 8.5. So that'd be out to here. I think I put the mark at 8. I don't think I put it at 8.5. I think yep, I put it at 8. I put it at the wrong one. 8.5. There we go. And from the 8.5, over 10, yeah. And then we're gonna go to the top. Can't believe I just put it to the exact wrong place. Just brain auto completed. 8.5 and 8.5. So the trick, yeah, right. The trick to this circle is I need string. And another nail. Oh my God, it's a double nail day. Stop the presses. Double nail day. Oh my God, I didn't close the box of nails. I just threw nails everywhere. I'm not streaming this late again. I'm dumb. I'm sleep deprived. Just making an absolute mess of everything. This is great. So, I need something to cut this with. How about this knife? It'll cut. It'll kill. So we're going to tie this string around this nail. Don't you do this. Don't you do this. Okay, that's good enough. Let me place it to the center. And I don't want to grab the hammer. What do I can bump it with? Nobody tell Ryobi. And then we take our instrument. We find the line there, and then we tie it off. And then we make our kind of own compass, sort of. Way too much string, but that's fine. And we just go until it is correct. Correct enough. Look, it's fine. It's fine if these people get a little generous of a spot. They're in general, most of these people are not good at axe throwing, and that's fine. Very few people just have a target or are good like me in this recreational axe throwing. I say that I've only ever won one out of like, I've been doing this since what, like 2020-ish, 2021. Oh, doing this for like 4 or 5 years, 5 maybe even 5, maybe going no definitely 5 years. I've only won once, maybe twice. Okay. Yeah, I know, but like, it's so nice when I can just put stuff up and not have to clean up so much nonsense. So, I did also say that I was going to try to make there to be more target here by making this more oblong. So, I think the way to do that is, I'm thinking with circles, because these are 3. It's like one on the board, 3 in the ring, 5 in the center. And then there's often 2 clutches, but I don't want people throwing that high because there's cars that use a driveway behind my house, and I don't want them to hit one of my neighbors or a car or somebody taking a walk in the alley, which people do around here. It's weird to me. We have good sidewalks. Why do you do this? So I think making this bigger would be helpful, but I'm trying to think of the right way, because the right way is with circles. The answer is more geometry, but I'm not sure I'm smart enough at 10:30 at night to do that. Because like, if we would have either 17, so that was 8.5. So if we made it like 12.5, which is an extra 4, that would take it out to here. With a pencil. Now take it out to here. Is that too much? I feel like that's too much. Yeah, how about 10.5? Because it's going to be a radius, it's going to go up and down. Just kind of going off vibes here. I'm just going to mark both and just give it a thought. Because this is like the pizza problem, right? Where a large pizza has more pizza in it than 2 medium pizzas because of how math works and area math works. Also, you can kind of guide how people are going to throw. I don't like people throwing at the bottom. So what if I make it an egg? Yeah. Yeah, egg is the answer. So I'm going to keep it up to the 12, but only up the top. So I'm going to make it an egg. So that means we have to make a bigger circle. Sort of. From an off angle. I guess the angle would be here? Oh no, I am definitely too dumb for this. Hold on. Oh no, oh no. Okay. I think I'm figuring it out. Through trial and error. Oh, yeah, no, they're swing. Okay. You know what I just thought? Why don't I just, like, nail the string? I could just do that, right? Ryobi, help me. As long as, like... Thank you, Ryobi. Drill, hammer drill. Definitely the Ryobi hammer drill. One year I was going to make templates and just use templates, but it passed and the thought and the effort just went away. All right, so I'm just tying this together. And so if I sort of oh, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. Nope. Okay, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. There we go. So we got that side. I guess I have to do something similar from the other side. Oh, wow. Just came out. Okay. So something similar from this side here. Probably just... Did I get it in one? No, not quite. Okay. I'm kind of close to one. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Call me Pythagoras, because it's not a theory. I'm a genius. We've made onion. I guess it kind of looks like an onion. No, it looks like an egg still. We just get rid of these things that will look like an onion. Or an egg. Just like round the top a little bit. We've made an egg of scoring. Okay, perfect. So, hopefully that'll encourage... Oh, as I trip and die. Oh, I tripped. I heard the Windows disconnecting sound, and it was about a virus or something. I was like, I definitely kicked out something. No, I'm good. Okay, so this hopefully will encourage people to aim center and middle, because there's more in the middle to hit. Perfect. And how much battery do I have left? Because my camera does not have a ton of battery. Okay. We're going to finish up with taping. The most fun part, because I have to tape up the areas to paint them. So once I get that done, I can do the spray painting. Or whatever, however I plan to paint it. That came off terribly. First we're going to use it. So this is just masking tape, and we just tape and go. Like, could I dip paint and do this faster? Probably. But then I have to throw away the paintbrush, because I'm not keeping a paintbrush I used for this. Also, I need to buy, like, I have so many paints, but not big enough to do these. I have 100 1-ounce pots of paint. Oh my god, is this masking tape, like, actively degrading? Has it just been in this damp basement this long? Come on, you're the name brand stuff. You should be better. Man, it really is just, like, super stuck to itself. Come on, free me. I want to go to bed. Well, not bad. Not yet. Okay. There we go. I think we got it. We just got to make sure it doesn't do that in itself. So you can't take too big of a piece, because it's okay to crinkle it over in on itself. But people like clean lines on their targets. And I understand that. I get that. I, too, like clean lines on my targets. And I haven't damaged the Ryobi drill. Perfect. Okay. I'll tell you, man. I didn't think it'd be good as a hammer. Ryobi is surprising me. Oh, no, if I pull too hard. Oh, we're losing it. We're losing it again. I lost the touch. No longer the tape whisperer. Just whispering to the tape. Please don't betray me. Please stop. Please stop shearing. Oh, where is your line? Okay, your line is there. Bro, I think your projects have been pretty good. Well, you can neg your own products as much as you want. I think they come out looking good. I think they're only a little crooked sometimes, and I don't notice gaps. I think they're good, man. Have confidence. Like, I have this saw bench behind me that I built. And when I first made it, I'm like, oh, there's all these gaps and all that. And as I look at it more and more, it's like, not even really gaps. They're just kind of like, it's like expansion joints, man. It's together, it holds stuff. It lets me do sawing in weird angles. I love it. It holds hold fast. It's just a good saw bench. Hey, man, it's good to have skill, right? It's good to feel skilled, right? Like, even in games and stuff, and volleyball and sports, it feels good to be good. Have those moments where you're just in the zone and you make a product or you have a result that like confirms that all the work you've been doing pays off. It feels good, man. Yeah, man, wooden moves. You got to accommodate for it. You can't let your projects split. Like, this is for their long-term health. Those people that have no gaps, they're making IKEA furniture. They don't care what happens to it in 20 years. Expansion joints be around here for generations. And if you look at old furniture, I mean, a lot of it does just have gaps. What they did in the past a lot of times was just find other panels to cover it. They just love putting panels on panels on panels. See? Beer, exactly. Like maybe you're further along in beer practice. But yeah, it feels good. It's like when I play volleyball and I get like a service ace, and I just see that ball float, and somebody who's played this game for years sees that ball, moves for it, and they just can't make any sense of it. Ah, feels good. It's like I just showed up here one day in October on a Wednesday, and I was bad. I'm still bad, but I'm gonna score. Witness me. One time I went to a Sunday game at a different gym, and once again, I'm not very good, and I make that very clear. And you know, they play a little bit different. Everybody plays a little bit different. That's fine. But like, I finally get some people who are like, "Oh, that's okay. If we just like work around him and tell him what to do, he'll do it." And you know, he's fine with it. He's not a jerk. A lot of people don't like being told what to do. You can tell me what to do. That's fine. I'm bad. I'll listen. But there was a serve that I got that it looked like a squirrel had gotten into the ball. This float was driven hard. It was driven fast, and it wobbled about 7 or 8 inches to the left or right. It was woof, 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 woof. And it went down by this dude, and the guy, you know, just bounced off his hands. He had no way to get it. And his teammates looked at him, and he looked at him and was like, what was I supposed to do? That felt so good. I felt terrible that whole game. Just felt like I was throwing. It just that, what was I supposed to do, was so powerful. It gave me the confidence I needed to be average for the rest of that game. Never hit another serve like that for the rest of that game, but they were still pretty good. Serving's definitely the strong part of my game because it's the one thing you can practice alone. My gym, it looks like the stuff that they put on the calendar either isn't firing or ended early. The last couple times I've gone to the gym, I've been able to actually get volleyball practice in, which has been very nice. All right, so I have the inner layer, and now we just have the inside circle. Oh, I forgot how much the inside circle kind of sucks to do. You know what? I refuse. I refuse. I'm going to go get a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper. I could just get a piece of like A4 paper, A5 paper, and just do that 3.5-inch thing and just tack that on. That'll be so much faster. I don't have that here. but it'll be faster than using this. So I don't have any spray paint out yet because I'm not going to do that this late at night. It's not going to huff a bunch of paint for no reason. So this is most of the target here. The only other thing left to do is to paint the markings there, and then just get the brackets on. But this is the majority of it. It's just kind of figuring out where your layout is and getting the black pacing. Once this is together, I'll put up a thing. I'll try to get some video of the actual axe throwing. I did a little short and threw that out there. Not shot from great angle, but it's just some personal practice. And I will probably not stream next week. I got so much to do for party prep and other stuff that I just don't have time. So probably looking at the week after. But I will say thank you for joining me. Thanks for hanging out and enjoying me just throwing sheet metal around and almost cutting myself, which I'm still wary of. So shoes down here for the next couple bits there. But yeah, again, have a good weekend and thank you for joining me. I've been Mutgren, and take it easy. Have a good weekend.